It's Kansas City Chiefs hosting Las Vegas Raiders. The Chiefs are 7-point favorites in this game with an over-under of 51 points on Monday Night Football. If we get a 51-point game in Monday Night Football, that'd be fantastic because we have not seen many great primetime football games. But we get the Chiefs, we get the Raiders here. The Raiders coming off of their first win last week against the Denver Broncos. What do you want to see this game, Aaron, from the Raiders that you saw last week that they need to bring over?
I thought you were going to wait to ask me about the Raiders. It's that dog. Gotta feed him. You gotta feed him. Josh Jacobs is the key to this Raiders team. And don't get me wrong. Y'all know I love the Chiefs. Y'all know that I'm not picking the Raiders in this game because it is the Kansas City Chiefs and it is Patrick Mahomes. But if they want a shot, they need to feed Josh Jacobs. That offense, I think, was proven last week to run through Josh Jacobs is going to be your best chance of success. You can still get Davante Adams involved. He had over 100 yards. But Josh Jacobs has to be the horse. He's talented. I don't know why you wouldn't give him the ball. He's on a contract year. You might as well run him into the ground. If you don't want to pay him, fine. Don't pay him. Don't keep him. But give the man the damn ball so you have a chance at winning. We've seen it. I thought the offensive line played a lot better against the Denver team that we've talked about their defense. But Josh Jacobs, the yards after contact, his ability to make plays starts there. The Raiders run the football. They'll have a chance to keep this one close. But that's about it. Keep it close.
Everything in that game last week matched, like basically topped everything he did in the first 3 games for Josh Jacobs. Like that was a season high, career high game for Josh Jacobs. That is a big key to success for Las Vegas, in my opinion, and also a very big key to success for my fantasy team if Josh Jacobs can get things going. But for the Chiefs in this game, AJ, what do you want? This team is on a different level. Like this is, I don't even know what kind of question to ask about the Chiefs because like we're not watching for anything from the Chiefs. There's not like it's Patrick. Is there something to watch for with the Chiefs in this game?
I mean, so once you can't talk about the offense because of how good they always are and how good they started this season, you go to the thing that we always talked about holds them back until the second half of the season, and that's their defense. And that hasn't been the case so far. They've actually been a pretty decent defense, despite their pass defense not being great. They're 13th in total defense, and they're in the top 3. Some people would say number 1 in rush defense. So I love the fact that he went with Josh Jacobs because I think you have a battle at this point, a guy that they're going to be feeding the ball to in Josh Jacobs over and over again against a Nick Bolton and Willie Gay-led defense who have been able to stop the run week in and week out so far. Now, there may be some context to that depending on who the rushing teams they played against, but so far they've been able to step up to the plate. So if this defense can do what they've been doing, it may be tough sledding for Josh Jacobs. It just depends on which one of those sides is going to levy a little bit more. And I'm not going to tell you which one if I think it's Josh Jacobs or the Kansas City Chiefs defense. But I think that's what you're looking for is to see if this defense can keep trending upward because so far their offense, you're right, there hasn't been much to really ask about.
Do you think in this game it's going to be which side do you lean on? Do you think in this game with the Raiders offense, like you obviously brought up the point, you're right. The Chiefs defense has been great against the run. The number 1 team in least amount of rushing yards allowed. Do you think if the Raiders struggle rushing the ball that they just quit? They go back to what they did in the first 3 weeks? Not quit like in the game, but like we don't see Josh Jacobs get the ball.
I don't think so. I think the amount of volume that Josh Jacobs is going to get is going to allow his numbers to look great. It'll be more about the yards per carry. Is he going to have a great night because they gave him the ball 25 times, or is he going to break out a couple times and actually have a yards per carry up in the 4s and 5s?
So you think McDaniels is patient with it? You think that because I mean in this game with the Chiefs, like you might not have time to be patient with you. Like you're going to have to score point. This Chiefs offense does not stop. Like they score. But so, like, is he going to be patient enough to say, okay, we're going to, like, it's not working, but we have to keep up with the Chiefs. Like, how are we going to do this?
I mean, not if they're losing by 14 and 17 points. Obviously, at that point, you got to throw the ball. It's just, I mean, Derek Carr has been up and down, and it hasn't been what you thought it would be with Davante Adams coming in. I don't know if Hunter Renfro's back because to me that does make a big difference. Hunter Renfro, what he can do in the middle of the field really gives defensive fits. But if you're down 17 points, no, you're going to throw the ball. Is Josh Jacobs going to be a part of that formula or not? if they have the luxury of running him and he's actually getting yards and pushing the pile and moving the sticks, and of course you're going to keep giving him the ball. It's just it has to happen early. If it doesn't happen early enough, yeah, you're probably right. You're going to end up having to abandon that strategy.
I think this game comes down to Davante Adams and giving the ball. I think that's what they're going to have to score points. They're going to have to keep up with the Chiefs. And last week we saw a good week from Davante Adams. 9 receptions, 101 yards. Like, that's a good week for him. You have to get him involved. You have to find ways to get him in the end zone and keep up with what the Chiefs have going on. That's the plain and simple thing to me. That's it.
I don't think it matters what the Las Vegas Raiders do. Kansas City Chiefs are going to win this game. And by the way, AJ, Willie Gay suspended, so he's not a part of the defense. But yeah, can you
he still leads this team.
Like, can you really stop this guy? Like, look at this. Look at the ball placement. Look at Marquez Valdes-Scantling looking like he's got some Jerry Rice in him. Look at, first of all, I marvel at this. Like,
Rice.
Oh, wait. Oh, let me top it over. Oh, there you go.
Best player
Nobody does that. These are not design plays. Nobody has the creativity of a Patrick Mahomes. He is the second coming of Jesus as he walks on water. This is Patrick Mahomes, and it's Patrick Mahomes, and it's Patrick Mahomes, and Andy Reid is just the icing on the cake. Kansas City wins this game 38-23.
I was wondering if, because the over under is 51 points. I was wondering if you gave all 51 points to the Chiefs. That's what I was wondering here, to be completely honest.
The last time Patrick Mahomes played the Raiders, I believe he threw 5 or 6 touchdowns.
Yeah, I am going. I'll go with the Chiefs here, 38-27.
And I'm a little nicer than both of you. Kansas City, 34-24.
Wait, what? How is that? What Nicer? Who's
38, 37, giving them extra field goals.
This is unbelievable. I'm sure Raiders fans appreciate you being nice to them and not giving them an extra field goal in this game. I'm really sure that's a thing here. That's okay.